Hello and welcome to our first weekly update for the month of March. First up, the annual Retirement Living Census is out and it shows that Australia's booming housing market is boosting the buying power of retirement village purchases. The census shows that in 2021, the average retirement village unit sold for around half the value of a typical house in the same postcode. This means that people who sell their home to move into a retirement village are now able to afford bigger and better dwellings or simply put some more money into their super. We spoke to PwC's Tony Massaro about the finding.
The kind of headline stat is that on average, a 2-bedroom ILU, independent living unit, costs 55% of a house in the same median house price in the same postcode. So what you're looking at, that figure moved down from 67% last year on the whole, right? So that's across all of Australia. But what that means is if you are a retiree and you're going to get $100 for your house, on average, you'll get to be able to buy in the same postcode a 2-bedroom ILU for $55,000.
The census also showed that COVID-19 has boosted village occupancy rates, with 39% of operators saying they've increased sales because of the pandemic.
It's important to understand and categorize that COVID really in of itself isn't good, but what it did is it showed how good our industry is, right? You would have moms and dads who were, unfortunately, because of either localized or state border controls, their loved ones couldn't get to them to help them maybe with their weekly grocery shopping. And you see the manager, the village manager of the villages becomes like a surrogate son or daughter who is providing great service.
In other news, this week, Bolton Clarke says it has used boats to ferry staff into its South East Queensland aged care facilities impacted by flooding. The organisation's CEO Stephen Muggleton says his staff have rallied to ensure continued care for their residents. Bolton Clarke was also forced to convert one village's community centre into temporary accommodation for residents whose units were damaged during the wild weather event. Also, hot off the press this week is the release of the Australian Ultimate Guide to Downsizing 2022. Given the expanding range of downsizing and retirement choices, and all the recent changes to government incentives and policies, we've published the Ultimate Guide to Downsizing to help you on your life-changing journey. You can download the report on the homepage of downsizing.com.au. And finally, on a lighter note, we love this new TV advertisement from Victorian land lease community operator Lifestyle Communities. The ad is the latest to feature quirky couple Richard and Donna and explains what happens when you're a little too hasty with your downsizing decision.
What have you done with Nana?
I don't know, man. I just moved in yesterday.
Richard, think we forgot anything?
That's all for this week. I'm Bruce Amazan. Thanks for your company as always. Hope you can join me next week.